Okay.
See? Stop.
All right, everybody. It's Uncle Chris. It is my first time live, and we have had so many technical difficulties, but it's all right. Hey, Uncle Chris, what you got cooking? Smells so good. Everyone's looking.
All right, Uncle Chris, what are you doing for us today?
Guys, we're going to start out with some sangria. Then we're going to go to some guacamole. And then I'm gonna do some taquitos and tacos for you guys. Beef and chicken, okay? So,
Both beef and chicken? Is this going to
yes,
be one thing or two separate?
two separate. It's gonna be good. We're
All
gonna
right.
start with our sangria though. Now I'm
All
showing
right.
you all the southern soulful side of me. Now I'm gonna show you the Latino side of me, which is, of course, San Juan, Puerto Rico, where my father's from, and my aunt, my father's sister, married a Mexican gentleman. So I do know about some Mexican and Puerto Rican cuisine altogether. So it kind of got all mixed up. Anyway, let's start with the sangria that I make. I make a summer sangria with a white wine, and it's really good. I got two oranges sliced up, okay? You want to put the ends in, okay? Give you some juice, boom, boom, boom. Give you some juice, okay? Put your fruit in first. How's everybody doing out there?
We are doing fine, Chris. I'm hungry. I am
Okay,
hungry. You got to get this going.
I'm going, I'm going. Oh, I want to do a shout out to Victoria. She's got a bad cold she's dealing with. But if she, you know what, honey? Take some ginger, put it in your tea, as much ginger as you can take, okay? And put some honey with that, and make a big thing of tea and sip on that all day long, okay? It will knock that cold out.
All
3
right.
days. Do that for 3 days straight. I lost the orange. It committed suicide. That's all right. Put all your fruit in here, nieces and nephews, okay? Now, we're doing citrus, so I am going to put a little sugar in here. You can use honey as well. All right, let's just get these here. Now, I'm putting in about a cup of sugar, okay? That's all. Just a cup. You want to mix that around with your fruit first, okay? Reason being, that'll make the juice come out of the fruit quicker and flavor the wine quicker, even though you're putting it in a cold place like the refrigerator, okay?
All right.
Take your wine, fill it on up. Well, we happen to have a can of Sprite laying around, because I want to add some Sprite to this. Oh, thank you, anonymous person. Now, mix this around, okay? Add your 1 can of any white soda, or I should say clear.
Clear soda, that is. That means, could I also use 7 Up?
Yes, yes you can. All right? This is a really nice drink for the summertime. You sit out on the patio with your friends and have a little fun. And that's nice. All right. I'm going to put this in the
Summertime.
icebox so it can get cold. And now, we're going to start on the guacamole. First, I'm going to rinse my hands off. I'm going to see if anybody's checked in yet.
All right, I have a lady out here. My mom was from Puerto Rico as well, and that was Victoria.
Victoria, how you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I didn't know she. Really? Where was she from in Puerto Rico? My dad, he was from San Juan, and eventually my grandmother had a condo there. You know, she since passed away, but yeah, it was really, really nice. Very, very nice.
So can we go to Granny's condo because I'm going on vacation? Well, I'll talk about that later. Never mind.
You know what? My family does still have it. Yes, they do. I think that my aunt rents it out as a bed and breakfast. I'm like, oh, it's really nice, and it overlooks the water, and oh my goodness, you gotta see it. Guys,
We had a question out there for you, Uncle Chris.
Yes.
Someone asked if we could use some ginger ale, or would that mess up the flavor a little bit too much?
No, that would be really good. And you know what? If you use ginger ale, you can actually spice it with a little bit of cinnamon and cloves, and that makes it more like a holiday-ish taste. It's really good, really good.
Holiday,
Yes,
celebrate.
yes. A spicy sangria is good. Now over here, come on, Cameron, we get our meat already cooking. I'm cooking the ground beef now because it takes the longest. Okay.
All right. So tell me, did you simply put that ground beef in the skillet? Did you
I put it in here.
use
And
any other ingredients?
I put cumin in here, just cumin, no salt or anything like that. I'm gonna put my taco seasoning in last after I drain most of this oil out and some water, and we're gonna make like a sauce with it. You'll see, okay? And it's also gonna have some cilantro and onion in it.
Oh,
Now,
right, cilantro. I love my cilantro.
I want to do, and y'all, I am not in my kitchen. I'm gonna go over here and grab me a bowl. These are beautiful. I'm in Mr. Anonymous's kitchen, and I'll tell you what, this bowl just might come home with me.
Okay, look, Chris, I am going to count every bowl over there, and if any of my bowls are missing, I am going to call the Pyrex people. I am going to call them. Send him his own stuff.
Send him his own stuff. Now I'm gonna show you a trick about these avocados. Get the biggest spoon you can, okay?
Okay, somebody just made a statement that you are looking too comfy in that other person's kitchen. And you're talking about stealing dishes and all of that. He's one of those people. They come to your house and they see certain little knickknacks and things that you have, and ooh, that look pretty, and you better check their bag before they leave.
Okay. Now, nieces and nephews, did you see how I did that? You just take the spoon, once you cut your avocado, and be very careful. Fold your fingers in like that. Okay? Cut your avocado around. Oops, I forgot to take the ring off.
You didn't take you didn't take it off, but that's okay.
Well,
Hey, it might make the guac taste a little bit better. It's
there
okay.
you go. Put your spoon in there like that. Comes right out.
All right, repeat that for me.
You put the spoon in there, just go right in there. And it comes right out. Now, as far as the seed, I didn't take the seed out because I was so busy doing that. But it'll come right off. But I'll show you how you just get it out of there real simple like.
Now remember, this is live TV, so we couldn't edit the part about taking the seed out.
Well, no, I want them to see. I want you all to see that's what you do if you happen to make that mistake. Look at my mistakes and learn from them. Because that's what my grandfather taught me. He said, grandbaby, look at my mistakes. See what I did wrong. And that way.
There you go. That's what I remember my grandmother doing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can put other things in your sangria. You can even make a red sangria. I just did a summer one because it's hot and muggy here in Chicago, believe it or not.
Well, Uncle Chris, right now, it has alcohol. It doesn't matter if it's red, green, blue. You know what? I'm just going to have some of it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm zooming in on your action on getting this,
Yeah.
all of this together.
Make sure you take the little stems out. Do not want stems in your guacamole.
Okay, repeat that because I need people to understand.
You do not want no stems in your guacamole. Okay? Now look, if you can't get the pit to come out with the knife, once again, take your spoon, go up under, circle around. You can get the meat off of it later. See? Pop right out.
Poop.
Under here, boom, in there. I got one more because we got several people. Actually, I got two. Eating this stuff here, and I'm gonna take one to a person I know, a friend, very good friend, Mr. Myron Robinson, who can't get out. He's recovering from a stroke he had, so I'm gonna take him some food. I want to make sure, and I'll probably get some from Miss Bambi too. You know.
All right, we got to get some stuff from Miss Bambi. I remember watching her on one of the shows. I said she is so sweet.
She is. She really is. You know, and she's today going somewhere, and she's taking the dog to a dog park.
All right.
All right, we'll get rid of these peels right quick, so I have some more room here.
But Uncle Chris, would I be acting greedy if I said, Bambi isn't here, Myron isn't here, they not here, they just gonna miss out.
You, you. Naughty, naughty.
See, Uncle Chris is washing his hands and he's attending to all of this stuff. So I'm gonna zoom in and look at this meat again, this ground beef.
You want to make sure it's brown completely. And a little, if you have browns on that, that's good. That's going to be real good in the tacos. Oh, yes. Now, I put, like I said, some cumin in here. You can smell that.
Smells good.
I'm also going to chop up an onion and stuff after this. But first, I'm going to finish up on this guacamole over here.
All right, so let's get this guac going.
Now, I want to put in this last avocado.
Avocado and emotion. Okay, that was a little schoolhouse rock for people that know about that.
Okay, don't tell our ages now. Don't tell our ages. That was in the 70s. Y'all missed it. Schoolhouse rock. Oh, that was good. Yes. Yes.
I made an avocado last night. It was a wonderful sight. And I unleashed my adjectives.
Okay. Now, also make sure you get all the skin off. You do not want skin on your avocado. The reason I sliced this lime. Because you want to squeeze some lime.
Squeeze that lime, man.
Yes, because that will help keep your avocado fresh and not turn brown.
Oh, that is a good tip, Uncle Chris. I never knew.
Yes.
I thought I had to rush with getting my ingredients together.
No. We're going to chop them up.
Now, Uncle Chris, I'm getting a couple of comments in from people. And that gentleman named Myron said, he wouldn't expect for you to do anything more than give him my share of the food. And don't worry about him. He said he's okay, Uncle Chris, I don't care what the screen actually said. I'm just telling you how I'm interpreting what he wrote.
Tell him, it's all going to be good. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Now, we're going to give us a little more space over here. Yes.
All right. I'm sorry, my island isn't big enough. My private island in paradise isn't good enough for you, Uncle Chris, because you need it to be a lot bigger.
Now, in my kitchen, although I have that big countertop, I do not have an island. I might put one in there. That would be nice.
Just a little commentary, Uncle Chris. I like having islands because mine is on casters and I can push it over here, over there, while I'm cooking and prepping, move it closer to the stove and stuff like that.
Put a little cumin in there, okay?
You
All
put some
right.
cumin in. All right.
Now,
Tell me about that cumin. I hear chefs using that, but I have no idea what it is and the flavor. I just know in the
cumin
end.
is that spice you taste in tacos. It gives it that taco flavor. Okay.
All right.
It's also in chili with chili powder. The cumin, oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite, absolute favorite spices to work with.
Tell me about your peeling, the way you're peeling this onion, Uncle Chris.
You know, I do that to split it on both sides to make sure you get all the peeling off. Okay, because you don't want to be eating and then there's feels like you got a piece of paper in your mouth. No, 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 no. You want, and of course, when you peel your onion, you rinse your onion to make sure you got everything off of it. Okay.
Chris, that sounds like my granny from Arkansas originally. She said, "Baby, you got to wrench it off."
That's
And
right.
and I was spelling wrench, and I was like, "Daddy, how do you spell wrench?" Because Grandma said you had to wrench it off.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You know, it's okay because with that Southern cooking, there was that love.
Oh yeah. You have to. Let me tell you something. Southern cooking and Latino cooking, you gotta have some love in it. You have to feel it because without love, your heart is broken, and when your heart is broken, nothing else matters. Cuando tu corazón está roto, nada más importa. Mm. And that's what my abuela used to say. So, and she's right. So you always want to keep your heart feeling good. Don't let nobody break your heart. See that, nieces and nephews?
All right. Now, you know, I kind of like drifted back into the 1990s when you said that. And I thought of this song. You sing it with me. Love makes things happen when you're cooking real good food with Uncle Chris.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Uncle Chris, it is raining outside, and I can't be standing near you when you're talking about the 90s was before your time, yet you were here for Schoolhouse Rock in the 70s.
Once you've chopped your onion, finally, grab you some onion, and you throw it up in there. Not too much, okay? Not too much, Mrs. Memphis.
How much onion did you think you put in there?
About half. But I'm gonna use the rest of this in our tacos.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna kick this guacamole up a little bit with a little bit of this. Green chilies. They are not hot. They're not hot.
Can you repeat that, Uncle Chris? Because, you know, anytime I hear the word chilies,
Yes.
the first thing I think about is heat.
No, there's like chili rellenos, which is a big green pepper. Now, usually it's not hot, but sometimes it can be. It just depends. It just depends. But, no, these are green chilies, and they're not hot, and they add a wonderful flavor to your guacamole and your beans. I'm gonna put in the beans as well.
All
Now,
right.
I'm also gonna add. Oh, where did I put my? Oh, I put it over here. I'm going to add. I'm gonna drain this.
See, Uncle Chris, you're around here stumbling because you're not in your own kitchen.
Sure ain't. I'm gonna
Now,
drain this.
that gentleman named Myron happened to say this online. He said, since Uncle Chris is going to be sharing a plate with him of this wonderful food, he wanted some of the drink too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not being mean, y'all, but Myron, you got to get your own. This is for demonstration purposes, and he's making this stuff for me and my family. But you know what? See, Chris is going to tell me, don't be mean off camera later on. Make sure you take Myron some of this wonderful sangria too. And we will do that.
Now, just eyeball it. Now, how much tomato I put in there? I put in about half the can, okay? I'm also going to add some sazon, which is a big spice, especially in Puerto Rican cooking. It's got different Latin spices in it, but be careful with this. It does have some salt in it. I'm putting 1 pack of sazon in the guacamole I'm making.
But I
This is
noticed
where-
that you just picked up 2 packs, Uncle Chris.
Well, each one had half. There were packs I had to use. I used them earlier this week, and I had to use them.
So you only used half. Okay. Okay, because Uncle Chris, you know, I love you, but baby, I can't do all of that extra spicy stuff, you know?
No, it's not hot.
Okay.
Not hot at all.
Or, you know, I'll cheat and I'll do it, and then later on I'll go, damn.
A little more lime.
All right, I hear Carla out here says she adores that secret ingredient.
Hi, Carla. How are you?
Hi, Carla.
Sazon is really, really good. You can use it in carne asada. I'll take just half of this.
What is that? What is that you're grabbing?
Cilantro.
Cilantro. Okay, I'm going to let you finish your thought first, and then I'm going to ask you about that cilantro.
You can use the sazon in carne asada. It's really good on the arrachera. Let me explain what that is. That's the steak. Okay, the high quality steak that you have, and it is delicious.
Okay, see, we're going to have to invite Uncle Chris back again to make some of that steak. Because you can't tell me about stuff and then not cook it.
Oh, that stuff is good. Now I'm gonna put some of this in here.
And Uncle Chris, I want to make a comment about that cilantro. It smells wonderful.
Yes.
I smell it in this kitchen, and I tell you guys, all we did was rinse it off and cut it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it smells delicious, divine.
All right, now the rest of this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a rough chop. I mean a fine chop, okay? Because now that the meat is cooking down, I gotta get to it. I'm gonna put this in it.
All right. Show me that magic again you just did, that magical move you did.
Yeah, just sprinkle it around.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, little star.
Now,
With this cilantro, we'll make this meat taste good.
all right. This will flavor it, and this gives it a base. Now what we're gonna do next, we gotta drain this. So,
And I tell you, Uncle Chris, this
this
smells right here in this kitchen is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I am here,
here.
and I'm just sitting here. Okay, you just emptied that.
I am going to grab a napkin, unless you have another mix.
I have
Here's a
a
towel.
yes. Go ahead.
Because iron skillets, nieces and nephews, the handles do get hot.
Okay, I could have gave you this mitt. Use the mitt, baby. Use the mitt.
I'm with both hands because it's heavy, and unfortunately, my my hand has not healed totally from the incident. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. So,
I understand what you're saying, Uncle Chris. You used 2 hands. You grabbed the skillet real good, and you had no worries and no accidents or anything like that.
that's right.
Cover both hands, ladies and gentlemen out there, nieces and nephews out there, and television or
YouTube land.
YouTube. Let me make sure I say this right. Okay, but it's all right. We might get to television too now.
That would be nice.
Oh, y'all didn't see Uncle Chris's reaction when I just said that. We might get to television too now.
That would be nice. Now I'm going to put in a whole cup and a half of water. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to put in two packs of low sodium taco seasoning.
Now, Uncle Chris, I want to just mention something that one of your nieces or nephews out there thought that you were draining that ground beef down the sink. So we have to show them what you actually were doing because they couldn't actually see you doing it. They just saw you push.
You never pour 2 packs of the seasoning. You never pour your grease down the sink.
So he's putting the seasoning in, and we're going to actually show you what we did. We're going to show you what we did, Carla. We didn't actually pour the drippings down the sink. We're going to show you, but let's get to this right quick.
Yeah, mixing it. Just making a sauce.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now, just doing that.
You got some cilantro on the back of that spatula.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
Not done yet.
All right. Let's see what he's doing over here.
Making a mess.
He made such a wonderful mess on my sandwich.
Oh, yes. Honey mustard. This, whoa, into here.
All right.
Adding as much flavor as you can. Okay? Without adding heat.
Now, Uncle Chris, you just showed me something that was very interesting, and I knew I will try. I have always been under the impression that when you make tacos, you simply ground beef, and you might put some taco seasonings in it, and that's what you let season the meat.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a very Americanized thing. And this is too, it's a shortcut. And I'm still gonna put some more cumin into this because you want it spicy without being hot. You want the traditional flavors, but without it being really hot. Okay.
All right.
You
Now,
wanna-
while you're doing that, you got a couple other people asking about the draining of that meat down my sink. So we have to just show them right quick. No, we are not pouring grease in the sink.
No, we're not.
So let's show them real fast what we did. We have in this sink a strainer with a pot up under it. That's what we do. We're not pouring the grease down the sink.
No, that is a big no-no. You do not pour the grease down the sink. Now, also what I want to do,
Plumbers everywhere will tell you that.
I want to put in half a pack of say so. Okay.
So out there.
Now, usually, what I would do, I would use. Oh, by the way, guys, this came out of my garden. Both
So-
of these.
Wait, you grew those peppers in your
Yes.
garden?
Yes, I'm going to show how the garden came out very soon. Now, these are not hot; these are sweet, and they do add a flavor. Let me make sure now. Excellent.
So you cut the entire pepper up, seeds and all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Yes. And once you do this, now usually I would be adding a jalapeno or some type of hot pepper, but for Mr. Anonymous, we're not going to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Anonymous does love seasonings. However, when you get to be over 40, you know, all of those hot peppers and stuff like that, you kind of slow down on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uncle Chris, you used to babysit me. You know what the heck I'm talking about. Aw, I'm laughing. He didn't babysit me.
I could have. But oh,
We're going to swing back over here. What else you need to get?
we are going to do a little taste test. Yeah, this didn't come out so good. You wouldn't want any, Mr. Anonymous.
It's nasty, Uncle Chris. I don't want none. But yet you put that spoon in your mouth for a long time and you're not going to share?
It's delicious.
it's tasty too.
Mr. Anonymous.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just try it. Just a little bit. I'm gonna try not to be. Okay, let me stop dancing. That was pretty good. I love that guacamole, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, my aunt actually put eggs in her guacamole, and you did not?
Eggs in guacamole.
Yes.
That's different. Okay. I'm not going to
Oh
question
my God.
it. I'm not going to question it.
If my Aunt Ruby is watching this,
I'm not going to question it.
she's gonna have to do a show with you to show you some guacamole.
Okay.
But I like that too. I really did like that, Uncle Chris. I did.
Well, you see how this is probably different from what you used to having.
I also do a lot of store-bought stuff too, but Uncle Chris told me, baby, why are you doing everything out the store like that?
Yeah, that's
Okay, we're live, and so y'all gonna see some stuff and hear some sounds. So
as long as there's no naughty talking, because Uncle Chris sometimes comes
only time we're gonna talk naughty and stuff like that is this food. Like, damn, that was good.
Oh, this is yeah.
So
Now,
what are you doing for us now, Uncle Chris?
I'm putting the chicken because some people want chicken tacos. I'm going to do that since I'm not going to be doing the chicken with them. And does anybody have a problem with salt?
Uncle Chris, go for it.
All right, I'm going to have the whole pack of sazon in there.
So
Just
as
for them.
so as a recap, he gave us some ground beef and some chicken breast that was already cut up in the store.
No.
And we did that to save time because I know Uncle Chris was like, nephew, we have to get on TV. These folks are waiting on us. Okay, Uncle Chris, we'll just buy some store stuff that's already cut up to save us some time.
Now, we're going to put in here, this is going to be really, really good. You're going to like this a lot.
All right.
Some chilies.
Chili. And he's also chopping up some more onion for us. We moving around a little bit because, again, we're doing this show live, and you know how that goes sometimes when you pre-cut or pre-have this or that ready. So, nieces and nephews, be patient with us.
Ooh, yes. Put this here. Oh,
Uncle
wow.
Chris, I had a question to ask.
Yes.
Someone just texted me a question, hard-headed, came on and said, well, I'm having a problem getting on YouTube. Can I just text you a question? You sent me that question on YouTube to say, can you text me a question? But I'm going to ask him anyway. He asked, or she, how about andouille sausage?
Now,
How do you feel about that? Because I know, a taco can be whatever you want it to
it
be.
can, and that would taste more like a southern thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. But it won't taste like a traditional taco. It'll be new. But I say this all the time. Experiment, nieces and nephews, and find out what you like. Now,
Y'all hear that, nieces and nephews? Experiment. It's okay.
I got some salsa from a local taquera that I know, a restaurant, Spanish food. You put the salsa in with your chicken, okay? This will also help flavor, and I'm also going to put some water in there. This is going to be excellent. I'm going to put this over here just to make sure it doesn't spill.
No more live accidents on TV, on Chris's YouTube channel. So he's mixing that up for us, nieces and nephews. I'm going to step around my island and Let y'all see that.
Hey, this smells. Now, it
Oh
looks
my
like
God.
it would be
It
hot, but it's not.
smells so wonderful. Oh my goodness.
This is flavorful within itself.
So we have two. It takes two to make a things go right. It takes two tacos to go out of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uncle Chris, you told me I can sing now. Let me sing.
I know. We added water and we just let it cook down and heat up. The chicken is already pre-cooked. So now,
Can you repeat that? Because somebody just said, how did your chicken get cooked so fast?
oh, it's pre-cooked just for the show. Just for the show. Otherwise, I would cut up some chicken and do it, you know. So we're gonna do this like that.
Uncle Chris, that looks like it's hot.
And it's not. It is a wonderful, wonderful seasoning. You're gonna ask me, how did you do that? Would you do it again? And I'm gonna say, no. No, I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna say yes. Say yes. Yes. Uncle Chris's food is the best. Yes.
All right. Now, what I want to do.
And I'm jumping around here again. I'm not trying to make my nieces and nephews dizzy.
Yeah, because Jay one time had that camera. Oh, Lord have mercy. And it was like motion sickness. I was like, oh.
Yes, I know. We love you, nephew Jay, but baby, if you don't stop drinking soda before you have that camera.
Well, he's learning. He's learning. You know, he might even start his own YouTube channel. So, we'll see. Now, I want to put this over here. Like this. Okay?
So oh my God, I smell that stuff again.
Isn't that good?
Oh my God. Nieces and nephews, I am exaggerating when I tell you the smells in this kitchen, the aromas are just to die for.
Now, let this cook down, and you will have a wonderful, wonderful meal. This is for a chicken taco. It has its own sauce. Basically, you just put your cheese and toppings and go to town. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm just going to heat up the beans a bit. I'm going to switch pots real quick so you guys can see.
So basically, your ground beef is done over there.
Yep.
Your chicken is done, and it's just pretty much just, what's the word?
Simmering to get the flavor infused into it, and that's going to be really good. It's going to be really good, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something, you know, when you do your beans, put it on a low flame. Take them out the can. I know what most people do. They take the beans out the can, and that's it. Heat them up, and that's it. Well, no, that's not just it. Take your beans out your can. We're going to heat them up, and we're going to add to them the rest of those green chilies.
Oh, wow. Yes, Uncle Chris. I love refried beans. And you just said something to me that I know I will try. Chilies on my refried beans. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. I see a bunch of messages out there, and somebody is saying, they said, oh, we're not paying attention to the live chat. We are paying attention to you guys. We love you. Throw some kisses to these people in the live chat, Uncle Chris.
Absolutely.
We love you. I know that as we're moving around doing things live, and I'm asking a couple of questions, I'm not paying attention and having my other associate producer to ask those questions out loud. But when we get this next show going where Uncle Chris makes this steak for me, it's going to be right.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So what are you looking for over there? What are you doing right now?
Green chilies.
He's doing green chilies. Folks out there in Uncle Chris land on YouTube, what are your questions and what are some of your thoughts? type up some stuff for me to look and ask you some things. Myron wants me to sing like Ethel Merman. There's no business like that. Okay, well, that was enough of that. Okay, so what else we got over here?
Oh, the chilies are going to add a nice spice to it. Take the rest of your saison and put it into your beans.
So I think what I heard you earlier say that some folks just heat their beans up and don't really season them.
No.
But you like to season your stuff.
Oh, yes.
I think I needed to give you a bigger pot, Uncle Chris. I underestimated how many beans were in there. We're looking
That's
like
okay. We're good.
Okay.
Now, we're going to cook right quick. And these beans are basically done. Okay.
Remember, these things are pre-cooked, so we're just heating up in terms of like
Well,
the beans.
You don't have to, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just pretty much putting a little heat on them, that extra heat. I knew I had a friend named Byron. Well, not this, wink, wink. But he would eat the stuff cold. I said, boy, how are you eating that cold? Okay, Uncle Chris, I am getting musical requests out there. People are asking me to sing some Luther Vandross, some Marvin Gaye, some Teddy Pendergrass, and all of that kind of stuff.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Close the door. Turn off the lights. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need some loving.
And some spices. Make it good.
All right. Uncle Chris, what is that you're opening up for us? Is that ground turkey?
No, ground chicken.
That is ground chicken?
Yep, for the taquitos.
All right.
Gonna go in here.
So why did you put that on last if all the
Because it
others...
cooks so quick.
Okay.
The chicken cooks really quick. I'm sorry, I have to walk by you to throw this away.
All right, so we are going to jump around the room. Y'all remember we're live, so bear with us. I know that was a little bit crazy, but on the stove, he has his ground chicken,
Yep.
the chicken breast, and the ground beef, and our refried beans.
Now, unlike the beef, the chicken, you take the seasoning and put it in right away.
Okay, why is that?
Because there's no grease in the chicken. In fact, I'm gonna put a little oil in this pot. But the chicken has very little oil, so you have to do that. Now, I'm gonna take all of a little. Oh, let me see what we got here. A little olive oil will
A
work.
little olive oil.
Yeah.
Olive oil, Popeye.
And you can use any type of oil as long as it doesn't have an overpowering flavor of something different. Now this is chicken, so I can use this on the chicken.
That is your chicken spatula.
Yes.
Uncle Chris, why did you have different spatulas and spoons and stuff? And
Oh, so I don't want to cross-contaminate. Yeah.
okay, so that is important. We do not put raw food on top of cooked food.
No.
We do not
You
do
just
that.
do
So
it.
that's something we want to do. And my grandmother and mother, when they cooked, and if I came in the kitchen messing with stuff, they put me out the kitchen, and I didn't know why. My dad said, "You in there messing with her knives? You're messing with her fork. She liked to use that. Boy, get out the way." So I learned to get out of the way, let him have all of his, or in my grandmama's case, all of her special dishes and pots and stuff, and making sure people didn't take their bowls from them, because there was a pretty bowl. So instead of going to the store, they want to take your bowl.
Oh, yeah. Now, as you see already, the chicken is going to start doing its thing. Now, I'm going to look over here. I don't see one. Oh, yes, I do see one. I'm going to use a smaller pot. Or I may not. I'm going to think about how I want to do this.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the show live. So when we need other pots and stuff like that, and I need Uncle Chris to hurry it up because I'm getting hungry and stuff like that, and
I will need one
he
more
can't
thing.
edit it out of this thing. He can't edit. No editing.
No, it is what it is.
Now, Uncle Chris, that smells good too, and I'm just surprised by it. I have been saying that fresh cilantro has been smelling so good each time. But why did I expect something different with your ground chicken?
I don't know, but let me tell you. You put basically the same spices, almost, in everything. Now, I might put a little extra something in something else, simply because of the type of meat it is. Now, just like when I put the seasoning in the chicken as I'm cooking it, so it absorbs the flavor. The meat, we're draining off the grease, will then absorb the flavor of the spices we put in.
Uncle Chris, someone asked me, and the question flashed across my screen pretty fast. So they said, "Are you self-taught, or did you go to Cordon Bleu School, culinary school?" Let me say the word right, because I don't want Uncle Chris to smack me later. You asked the question wrong. Culinary school? Were you professionally trained? Were you self-taught? Or tell us a little bit about that.
My father and uncle taught me the Latin cuisine. Now, as far as the Southern cuisine and some of the fancy things like quiche and all that I know how to make, my grandfather taught me, and he was a chef. I don't know what school he went to because that's back in the 30s and all that time. So, but he was a chef in New Orleans at the Fleur de Lis. I don't know. That's what he told me. I don't know how long ago that was or whatever that was, but he taught me how to make quiche, souffles, all of that type of stuff. I know how to do it.
All right. So there you have it. Uncle Chris learned from his family, from his dad, from his granddad, from those relatives, from Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, men have claimed you.
And I'm going to tell you something, I've been cooking ever since I was 12 years old. And cooking on my own when I was 13.
13 years old. Chris, people were out at your age. You were supposed to be outside playing ball and riding your bike, and you were in the kitchen cooking?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I love it.
Because an unfortunate thing did happen when I was 13. My grandfather did pass away. And that's my mother's father. And my mother got terribly depressed. And so I started cooking for her. And I wanted to remind her that even though Grandpa's gone, I know how to make things that he made for you. And I cooked for my mother. And I brought her out of that depression. Yes, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, a good meal is always the key to getting out of depression. And the next time I'm depressed, I am going to call Uncle Chris. I'm going to say, come over here and make that steak that you promised to make for me. And I'm probably going to lie and say some other stuff too. You said you were going to make some potatoes and this, that, and the third. And okay, but that's me digressing. Uncle Chris, so there was a question about recipes too.
Yes.
And I sort of thought about this. Do you follow recipes?
Yes, I do. I have a lot of my recipes written down, and somebody was asking me how I'm going to.
We need you to speak up, Uncle Chris, because they can hear me because I'm talking loud.
I do follow a recipe, and I have most of my recipes written down. Now, somebody asked me, was I going to do a cookbook? And yes, I'm going to do a cookbook, and how much it would cost? It's going to be very inexpensive, $5. Because I'm not trying to. I want everybody to.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's saying it's $5 now. So if you actually see another digit in front of that 5,
no, you won't.
We're gonna remind him, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, it's okay to sell your cookbook for whatever price.
I'm gonna have it downloadable.
A downloadable cookbook.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go get the PDF offline, or.
Yep. As soon as I get it all together, I'm gonna have a wonderful lady friend of mine. She's designing an apron and t-shirts. I'm gonna have those pretty soon, and we're gonna have that. Yes, we are. Oh, okay. Oh, now I want all of y'all to watch this. You turn your heat off, and it's still going. Okay. This will stay hot because it's in a cast iron skillet. Now all of our stuff is basically done. Now we're going to assemble this. The last thing I want to assemble are the taquitos. And you got to fry them. Okay. So what we're going to do, get myself arranged here. I hope there's another skillet down here. Oh my goodness. No, we use all the skillets. I got to get one more skillet.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, the magical
Ooh.
skillet.
I like this. I like a lot of your things, Mr. Announce.
Why, thank you, sir.
Now, what we're going to do while that's heating up, we're going to get us some oil. Where should I get the oil at? Up in here?
Up there, yes, sir.
I don't want to use olive oil. I just want to use a plain oil. Do you have a plain oil?
Okay, Uncle Chris, we're live on TV. You better grab that olive oil.
Okay, we'll grab this olive oil. But that would be
Because I do not have a regular oil, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
We're going to substitute with olive oil.
Okay, well, we're going to put this in. It'll use a lot of this oil up. That's what I'm saying.
And that's all right.
All right.
I know where you live, Uncle Chris, and I'm going to bring you a bill.
All right.
We want to say happy birthday to Sharon.
Sharon.
Happy birthday, Sharon.
Happy birthday, Sharon. I won't ask how old you are because I don't want to. And yes.
But it's all right, Sharon. You are blessed because you are here with Uncle Chris today, and he's making this wonderful meal.
Now, what we're gonna do? Open up our cheese. Get that ready. This is really fun. Okay. Put this here. All right. Get this a little bit. All right. All right.
We give him a little bit more room.
Get this here.
All right.
Now, this is going to be a mixture of pepper jack and mozzarella, okay?
Why are you mixing pepper jack and mozzarella?
Gives a good flavor.
All right.
Spicy, get creamy and cheesy, but not so spicy that you can't eat it.
All right.
You know? All right, let's just get this open. And
we're giving a little bit more room here so that I can get a wider shot.
Now, what we're going to do for the taquitos, you take your beans, okay? Put some here. We're going to spread it out. Just like this, okay? Not too much, just enough, okay? Spread this out. Take you some cheese. Put it in there. Take you some pepper jack cheese. Put it in there, all right? Take you some chicken, which I'm going to put on this little plate here, just to make this simpler. Take you some chicken. Get me a spoon here.
Talking kind of low. Talk louder, Uncle Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself again. Put you some chicken in there. I might have overstuffed it. Probably did. So what you want to do, just put you a little bit in there so you can get some in there. Okay, don't overstuff it like I did.
So you want a bigger shell, Uncle?
Now, I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna probably squeeze some of this onto this shell here. I'm gonna take this off. Okay. See, and this you make this mistake, do just what I'm doing.
You see what he did? Nieces and nephews. If you overstep your shell, it's all right. Just put it on another shell.
Now, roll side down. To try to seal it. Mine look like they're gonna come apart. I'm gonna. Oh, we got my chicken one right here. Just for my meat. Fry it. Flip it. Do the same thing with this one. You got your chicken and your
18. We had somebody out there that said they worked 18 hours.
18 hours.
P. McKenzie just chimed in with us and said she
Hey.
worked 18 hours. So Uncle Chris is repeating what he just did, rolling the shell here.
Yeah.
You got to keep on talking, Uncle Chris. It's live. Come on, talk. We got to know what you're doing.
All right. I'm just rolling the shell and putting it in there. Okay. That's all.
Uh-oh, came
I was
open.
supposed to put that side down. So, just take your side you put down, and you fold the side down.
All right, we got to say some shout outs to Sharon, who also worked a 12-hour shift on her birthday.
Oh my goodness. Sharon, kudos to you, honey, because all that working on the birthday, no.
Sharon, I'm going to come and see you next week on your pay week.
Ah,
You're going to be my friend, Sharon.
that one's going to be prettier. Okay. I'm
Ladies-
going to grab me another, because these are messy as they fall. Now, we're just going to heat the regular tacos with the skillet. And basically, we'll be done, y'all. All right. I want that to heat up a little bit more.
Now, we're live. Sharon says she had her own bills to pay. So, asking Sharon for money? Sharon has her own bills to pay. That was actually me, Mr. Anonymous, asking Sharon, not Uncle Chris. So where are we?
We are just about done with these.
Now we're getting a little bit messy.
Yes, these are messy.
These are messy, and this is live TV.
That's okay.
And I keep saying, TV. We're gonna get to TV. We're
These are
live.
fattening and messy and good.
But had we had some bigger shells, we'll show y'all.
Once you do that, take anything discarded, put on the top, and just like an enchilada.
Someone wants to know if you made salsa. Did you make your own salsa?
No, I bought it this time for because of time restraints.
Right. So nieces and nephews, we actually picked up some salsa because we wasn't gonna have time to actually make it live.
Sprinkle this with the cheese. Oops, excuse me. And I'm gonna put this over here so it doesn't spill. Sprinkle that with the cheese. Get your sour cream and dot it. Ooh, the sangria's gonna be ready. Oh, I made a mess on my shirt. Now, just for a presentation, you stir up your sour cream so it's not so viscous and thick. All right.
Wow, that almost looked like whipped cream.
On the side, with some guacamole. And there you go. Dive into it. You want to grab a piece however you want. I'll let Mr. Anonymous mess with that. Now, we're going to do, all we're doing is heating the taco shell. We are not cooking it. Since you got the grease going.
Which shells are those you have, Uncle Chris?
Now, these are flour. I'm going to do some. You don't have to use a whole lot of grease with these. You just get them warm, that's all. Once your taco is getting hot, flip it. Okay? How's everybody doing out there?
How y'all doing, nieces and nephews? We're just about to end here.
Oh, yes.
Now, Uncle Chris, something that my mama liked, she used to hate when we put a lot of grease on our shells.
That's so good. Oh, so all you do, take you some napkins, some paper towel right there. You let me grab some. We're gonna flip them. You flip that way. So what you do, if you got a lot of oil on your shell, fold your paper towel like this, fold it like this, take them like this, flip them like that.
All right.
Keep it
Now,
like that.
now, somebody mentioned corn tortillas.
Yes.
We actually do have some corn
We do
here.
have corn. I'm gonna let somebody use corn. I use the corn for the taquitos. I'm just doing flour because that's the ones I like. But you can do whichever ones you want to do. Okay?
So yes, we do have some corn here as well, but we just simply use the flour because Uncle Chris likes his flour.
Yeah, because we're just heating them up. Okay? And then you
Well,
do the tacos.
And I'm going to let everybody know that for all of those corn people, corn versus flour, I don't get into all of that argument. I just put both of them on my plate. Duh.
Uncle Chris couldn't wait. I just had to.
You're around here sampling? Okay, now Sharon wants to see who Mr. Anonymous is, and I am going to show my face on the Uncle Chris show right now. Here I am, Sharon. This is me, Mr. Anonymous. As you can see, I am sitting down, enjoying a wonderful margarita and a cigar on the Uncle Chris show.
Ah.
Now, we're kind of gonna turn this down a little bit because we're kind of smoking, so we're gonna get that out the way.
Yeah, not my kitchen. Didn't know which way was low.
Now, remember, Uncle Chris isn't in his kitchen, so he's turning things up high and all of that.
You want corn?
Yeah, we're gonna do some corn too. You know, I can't have all of these arguments going on and
Oh my gosh.
flour versus corn. You know what? Just put them both on your plate. Real easy.
That was good. Well, guys, you've seen how the guacamole has turned out. And you see it still has its color because you put the lime juice in there. In fact, let's go over top. Got our beans. Our wonderful chicken over here. I'm going to stir this up. This already has its sauce in it and everything. It's wonderful. Your chicken, your tacos, you got your ground beef. Everything is ready with its own sauce. It looks hot and spicy, but it is not. Okay? Alright, guys. I promise you, I will still show you my shop with me video. It did come out because when I go to the food pantry, oh, I got a food pantry video coming soon.
All right.
I will show you guys how I pick what I want to shop for by what I get from the food pantry. Okay? So, please stay tuned for that. All right, guys? All right, now we're going to start serving up tacos here. But before we do, guess what we're going to do? Can you guess, Mr. Anonymous?
We are going to finish that sangria, I hope.
We are going to pour that sangria. Where are the glasses? Oh, yes. Here we
Mason
go.
Jones.
Which one do we want? Mason Jones?
One. That's more. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, again, because we are live and Uncle Chris isn't in his kitchen and he's looking for certain glasses and all of that kind of stuff. And we're going to get that done.
Oh, yeah.
Mason jugs.
Oh, yes. I'm doing these. Oh.
Miss Mason called the doctor. Miss Mason called the nurse. Miss Mason. Okay, never mind.
Okay. You know something? We are crazy as crazy can be. Guys.
Shout out to someone out there from the Bronx. I love New York and I love my Bronx.
You know who's else is from the Bronx?
Who is that?
The guy from Lost in Space that played Dr. Smith. I used to talk to him. He was a friend of mine. I got to meet him at a convention, and I also met Bob May, the guy that played the robot from Lost in Space. We became friends. He passed away. Both have since passed away. I miss him much.
And we also we got a shout out to Austin, Texas, baby. We have Texas in the house.
Texas in the house.
And he's pulling out that wonderful sangria.
Yes. Now, I want you to get a shot down in there. See that? See how everything is melded? All those flavors are married together now.
When we get
smell that.
married,
Oh, you gotta smell that. No,
the
Mr.
smells are all married. Oh, my Lord Jesus.
Yes. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not acting up when I say this stuff smells good. It is nice and flavorful. Victoria, there's Victoria out there. There's Christy out there. Who else I want to say hi to? Is Myron still on the line? Myron, we ran out of food. We won't be able to bring you anything if you're still out there. He's not even out there anymore, so he don't care.
Christy, Victoria, hello there. Oh, I would get the whole one.
Now, Uncle Chris, we're doing this live, so I would have had your stuff ready on the side over there.
That's all right.
But it's okay. No, Myron say he's still here. He said, don't be around here playing. Bring him his damn plate. And some of that damn sangria. And if you happen to go past some Newports, bring me some of those too.
Yeah. Look, food, don't be fighting with me now. Don't fight with me. Mm-mm.
Food, don't fight with me now. I got to figure out. Okay, well, I'm not going to do all of that. So,
Yeah.
Uncle Chris.
Yes.
Myron said, don't try it. Bring his damn plate. Stop playing. You're around here talking about he gone. He's not gone anywhere but to the kitchen to get a napkin and a fork.
We're going to plate this up right now. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for all your questions. And I'm going to do another live Q&A as soon as I can. But like I said, I will have the shopping video up soon. Had a few technical difficulties with that, too. All right, guys. Big love from Uncle Chris. Now, are you watching this and you haven't subscribed yet? I also want to throw
hit the button below and subscribe.
Weeping Willow, you have to check out her channel. You have to check out Stack and Save. You have to check out Mama Bird. She is the canning queen. I'm going to learn how to can from Mama Bird. Oh, yes.
I need to go to her house. Where does she live?
I can't say that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to torture Uncle Chris. I'm going to make him cook for me for 7 days. But right now,
A toast
a
to
toast.
all my nieces and nephews out there. I love you so much. All right, give me a clink. All right, let's see here.
Uncle Chris, what you got cooking smells so good.
Everyone's looking.
Uncle Chris, that is you singing that theme song. That is not someone else.
No, it's not. It's Miss Michi. Miss Michi. She is just fabulous. All right, y'all. So until we meet again. Let me start putting these plates on together. Go have some plates.
Here's to you, y'all, and try out these sangrias. This is wonderful. This is cute. I may have had an extra shot of vodka in mine, not telling my business, y'all, But I love it. I love it. And we're gonna try this food, and we are going to show a plate video afterwards because I'm hungry now, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to eat something.
Okay.
Uncle Chris is in here sampling right now. Hey, need wait till we get off camera. But it's your show, so go for it. Thank y'all for watching, and we're gonna show the end result plate. Victoria, Christy, Myron, everybody out there, Bronx, New York, Austin, Texas, all of you all, we love you.
And Victoria, remember, ginger in the tea with some honey all day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 3 days at least. Okay? And sweetie, let me know how you doing. All right.
And before we go, we have to say happy birthday to Sharon. Wasn't it Sharon's birthday?
Well, I want to say happy birthday to everyone out there who's having a birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
You all make
Happy
this so special for me. I really appreciate
birthday.
it. All right. All right. Gotta love my people.
My sides are hurting. And I didn't want to